For the past few weeks, we've been talking about something subtle. Exhaustion that doesn't make sense. Being the capable one, feeling like no one helps you, caring more than you consciously agreed to, living slightly braced. And now we've named it. Overfunctioning. But here's the part we have not addressed yet. How did this pattern actually form? Because overfunctioning doesn't appear out of nowhere. It develops. It gets reinforced. It becomes relational. And eventually, it becomes invisible. Most women assume the source is external. I did. My partner, my workload, my past, my personality, my bad luck. But overfunctioning is not just something that happens to you. It's something you participate in. Not consciously, not maliciously, but structurally. Participation does not mean blame. It means pattern. You adapted early. You stabilized early. You became competent early. And somewhere inside that adaptation, dynamics began forming around you. When you move quickly, people adapt to your speed. When you solve problems early, people assume you will handle it. When you stabilize situation, people begin relying on that stability. And over time, something subtle happens. Your competence becomes expected, then assumed, then invisible. And that pattern continues without being questioned. Overfunctioning does not just live inside one relationship. It becomes a role that shows up in work, in family, in friendships, in partnerships. You are the one who anticipates, the one who notices, the one who adjusts, the one who carries. Not because someone forced you, because your nervous system learned early that stability equals safety. And once that adaptation is reinforced enough times, it becomes automatic. You don't even realize you are participating. You simply move into the role. So here's the real question. When a dynamic begins to feel heavy, do you only examine the other person's behavior, or do you examine your participation? Because the moment you see your participation clearly, something changes. You stop waiting for someone else to change. You regain choice. And choice is power. In the next series, we're going to break this down clearly. How you teach people how to treat you, why you take blame automatically, why approval still pulls at you even when you're strong, why responsibility expands silently, and why strength slowly becomes identity. This is not about becoming less capable. It is about becoming more conscious of your participation. Because once you see the pattern clearly, you can stop carrying what isn't yours without losing your power. You regain choice, and choice is power. If you have been quietly recognizing yourself over the past few weeks, you're ready for phase one. Let's begin. Some of you have asked how to actually work through these patterns step by step. I created a simple guided process for that, and I will link it below.